Good evening, everyone, and good evening, Candy. It's like she waits to like a cue as soon as I start to say hi. Time to jump on me. I've got a joke for you tonight. I haven't told a joke for a while, so I thought I'd put some content out there, as it were, and make it a joke. But first, as you know, if you watched this channel before, Candy gets a treat at pretty much the start of every video. So shake it off, lay down, speak. Oh, she's in good voice. There you go. And Candy has her treat, so now I can tell my joke. This is an oldie, but then again, all my jokes are oldies. It's one of my favorites. There are four guys who fought together in the Vietnam War, and every Memorial Day they travel to one of their homes, and they go out and they play golf together. They rotate between the four, and one year they're at Bill's place. They go to Bill's town. They spend the Memorial Day weekend with him, and they go out for their traditional game of golf. And the other three guys, actually, they don't really like Bill. I mean, he's miserable, cantankerous, doesn't have a good word to say to anybody, but they served with him in Vietnam. They went to hell and back with him. And for that reason, they love him. They love him despite all his flaws and his miserable personality. So they're out at his home course in a small town in Georgia. They're playing their round of golf, and they're out on a hole that runs parallel to the main drag through this small Georgia town. And after they tee off, they're out in the fairway. Bill's got his club. He's lining up his second shot when all of a sudden a funeral procession goes by on that main road. Well, Bill takes his golf club, puts it back into his bag. He takes his hat off his head, puts it over his heart, bows his head, and he waits for the entire funeral procession to go by. And then once it's out of sight, puts his hat back on, reaches into the bag, hits his approach shot, and they finish out the hole. And as they're getting ready to tee off on the next hole, one of Bill's friends, one of the other four, comes up and putting his hand on Bill's shoulder, he said, "You son of a gun, you really had me fooled. You miserable son of a gun, you. I didn't think you had it in you, but that was touching. Seeing the way you took your hat off and you bowed your head, that was very sentimental. That was very sweet. I was touched. You really surprised me." And old Bill looks up and he goes, "Ah, hell. I was married to the woman for over 50 years. It was the least I could do." That's my joke. Anyway, I always like it. There's a few variations of it. That's one of my favorite. That's probably my favorite variation of it. I do have another one, but I think I'll save that for another night. Keep this short. If you enjoyed it, if you liked the joke, as it says in the description to this video, likes always appreciated, subscriptions always appreciated. I haven't been telling as many jokes lately, but I tell them from time to time. One of my favorite targets is Canada's horrible Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, but I've pretty much emptied that well, so to speak. I must have told a dozen Trudeau jokes by now. But anyway, I also express what are often considered unacceptable views, fringe minority views, whatever the case. So thank you for watching. Appreciate that. I already have a thumb up. And again, if you want to subscribe to this channel, you're most welcome. I'm up around 920. See if I can crack that big 1,000 barrier at some point in the weeks or months ahead. Time will tell. Anyway, God bless. Thank you for watching, and we'll see y'all sometime later. Good night.